Dr. Mourad Bouache, who has a PhD in computer science and who is currently part of the Artificial Intelligence Academy in Silicon Valley, which is impressive. So I would like to invite Dr. Mourad Bouache to talk about the do's and don'ts in building an AI startup. Please welcome on stage.
مراد بوعاش تحت تصفيقاتكم. شكرا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم. So we are going to start with a beautiful video ونرجع لكم.
I am a visionary, expanding our understanding of the smallest particles, and the infinite possibilities of the universe. I am a guardian, protecting us on all of our journeys. And ensuring our most precious passengers make it home safely. I am a healer, searching for hidden threats in every cell. And delivering precise care with every breath. I am a helper, taking on complex tasks in the most challenging environments and giving our crops room to grow. I am a creator, transforming the very fabric of our everyday lives and using the creative DNA of the masters to inspire a new generation of art. I am a learner, taking just minutes to discover how to crawl, walk, and stand on my own. I am a storyteller, giving emotion to words. Und die Sprachbarrieren abzubauen. I am even the composer of the music. I am AI, brought to life by NVIDIA, deep learning, and brilliant minds everywhere.
This is AI. This is what we are going to do in Algeria. Yeah, every day, small steps, measurable steps, we are going to do it. No data with data, we are going to do it. So why we are going to do it? Deep learning is part of the machine learning, which is part of the artificial intelligence, which is part of the computer science. And in deep learning, we have two fields, very important: image recognition and speech recognition. The image recognition, in 2010, the machine compared to the human being was doing better, with a rate of mistakes or errors at 8 or less than 8%. The machine was at 30%. Today, the machine and the human being for image recognition has the same or have the same rate of mistakes and errors. For the speech recognition is even better. the machine is doing much better than a human being. So we are going to take advantage of this to use deep learning for tumor detection, document sorting, oil and gas search, voice assistant, defect detection, and genome sequencing. We could see this through the COVID-19 and what the artificial intelligence did to help doctors and in general in the healthcare to solve the problem and find a medicine and vaccine. So thanks to artificial intelligence. So before that I continue my presentation, so I have been in قافلة الذكاء الاصطناعي. I went to 23 wilayas. So I was planning to come to Algeria for 10 days. And then Ramadan was around. After 15 years, I didn't pass Ramadan in Algeria. I decided to stay because of two things. Good internet compared to 2019. And also Ramadan, Tarawih. So I was enjoying the 4 months. Came for 10 days, remote work, internet working, 4 months. It was amazing. The best 4 months of my life after my immigration to France and then the US. So 23 wilayas, 22 wilayas and 23 institutions. Some people that are here, they were following me through all these wilayas. So I would like to thank Tawfiq, who is here, coming from Wergla. He was with me like maybe how many wilayas? 6? 7? 7 wilayas. From Muharan to Luwet Souf to teach artificial intelligence. Okay? So today I'm going to talk about different thing. A little bit of some slides about artificial intelligence, but how we can build artificial intelligence startup in Silicon Valley and in Algeria. And this is what I did. So building AI startup do's and don'ts. جزائري ولاية بومرداس جامعة بومرداس, and the logo of Boumerdas everywhere I go in the US to do my presentation is on the top. Always. Because I'm proud that I spent time in Boumerdas. So now I'm working at the Academy of Artificial Intelligence in Intel. One of the ministers هنايا, he knows very well. Intel. ومازلني نقرأ. I'm preparing a CTO program in MIT. So did you think how we can be a CTO? Instead of just writing it in LinkedIn, I am a CEO, I am a CTO of a company. So CTO is kind of a similar program of MBA in MIT. So this is what I'm going to finish by June to be a CTO from MIT. So wish me luck. So what we do at Academy of Artificial Intelligence in Intel, we do these things. So we learn, develop, teach, share. We do programming, we do a lot of softwares and the hardware for artificial intelligence, training, and inference. CPUs that we have at Intel, the company of CPUs, of hardware, and designing CPUs, producing CPUs, but also the domain of artificial intelligence. I have a Mubashir Silicon Valley YouTube channel. If you are not, if you didn't subscribe, just do it, because I receive a lot of scholars. The idea is coming from Silicon Valley. Started in 2018. Alhamdulillah, today we are at maybe 67, 68,000 people following or subscribing to Mubashir Silicon Valley. Co-founder of a startup, Limitless Learning. The founder is Dr. Susan Shiddadi. So she's doing academic research, communication, leadership, diversity, inclusion, technical English, and doing programming, AI, machine learning, and deep learning. Things that we do at Silicon Valley and how we can transfer this to the Algerian institution, public and private. Algeria AI. This is my startup that I created in Silicon Valley in 2020. So it's infrastructure, software, and hardware, developing application using artificial intelligence and data science. So the goal is of this startup to use artificial intelligence technology to solve real problems in Algeria, Africa, and beyond. Think big. Thanks for the Minister of Startups, Dr. Yassin Walid, for his help to establish the company here. Also the director of the ISF, Algerian Startup Foundation, also for his help. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. So we created different applications in healthcare, jaundice, neo, lung disease, brain. We're trying to understand the brain. Understanding the brain is halfway of even 60–70% of understanding artificial intelligence. So we're trying to map the brain, make it as artificial. Environment, agri-tech, beauty tech, and archaeology. I would like to thank the Professor Sharif Hamza, Director of the Institution for Restoration of Archaeology in Tipaza. We are working in a very beautiful project. Maybe is opening a very good opportunity with the Archaeology Institution in the US. And I have been talking to Minister of the Culture about this. Published the article, have been accepted in a GTC 2023 for a poster about restoration of the mosaic Les Termes de l'Ouest à Cherchel. So let's start with the ecosystem of Silicon Valley. Just understanding the ecosystem of Silicon Valley is going to give us a very good overview how we can work and create a Silicon Valley in Algeria. So Silicon Valley is on the west coast in California. And we are surrounded with a very, very world-class universities. University of Stanford, UC Berkeley, and also in the south we have UCLA, Los Angeles. So this is the فحم نسميهم تاع Silicon Valley. الجامعات هي فحم any industry in the world. If you have a good student, a good professors, a good teachers, a good researchers, then we can create a Silicon Valley. The rest is going just to be money. So we have 6 players. Of course, we have the startups, the big player. The big player is also the large companies who are going to monitor, who are going to mentor the small companies, buy them if they need, or help them if they need. And then we are talking about money, investors, we are talking about accelerators, we are talking about co-working spaces, and of course, the universities. So when we talk about Silicon Valley, in Silicon Valley, we have 2,000 startups plus. This is maybe old statistics, but we are at maybe 3,000 startups in a very small region. It's a very small region, 2.5 million people, south of San Francisco. The largest city is San Francisco, nearby. The most dense city is LA, but San Jose is 2.5 million compared to San Francisco with only 800,000 people. So when we talk about ecosystem of Silicon Valley, with all these 2,000 plus startups, of course, when we talk about artificial intelligence, it's going to be the top also region of startups with the field of artificial intelligence. And this is why the big companies are trying just to do acquisitions, buying other small companies, small startups with artificial intelligence solutions. Just name it: Apple, Microsoft, Intel, Amazon, Google. And when we talk about the market, in 2017, we are talking about $341 billion market in artificial intelligence. This is why we need to move now. Because if you don't take your data, you protect your data, someone will steal it. And there's going to be a market. We're talking about money here. So when we see artificial intelligence, the leaders are clear: China and the US, and all the companies in China and the US. So 40% is going to be in the US. Artificial intelligence is going to change everything. All sectors: education, government, energy, transportation, anything. All of you guys today, you have artificial intelligence in your pocket, in your phone. You are using artificial intelligence even if you know or you don't know. إياد تفا؟ لاباس؟ إياد my student. مش عارف عمرك إياد 13 سنة 14 سنة. The genius in artificial intelligence. One of the applications that I created through Algeria AI is through him. إسراء وراي. وراي إسراء. إسراء هنا؟ إسراء بوستا. Another genius from Buskara. She's my student also. Very proud of her. I have some information that I cannot share with you. A big information about Isra. What I can tell you is she's the top 12 genius in the world. Artificial intelligence is going to be the new security. إياد جي أي روح شوكا إياد ذوك مسكين حياته قاعد تروح في TheConference. هيا كم إياد originally from Sela. سحب لي ذوك خلاص. إياد you want to tell them something? تقلقش. Relax. Just tell them what you are doing in artificial intelligence. Tell them about the applications that you are creating.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. I'm Shagiyyat Abdul Momin from Sila originally, and now I'm living in Blida. I am a software and artificial intelligence developer at the Algeria AI startup created by Dr. Mourad Bouache and Dr. Sawsan Shaddadi. I started my journey in artificial intelligence by following online courses in the Python programming language, then studying different libraries in that field like TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, etc. I'm also good in web development, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. And I have realized with Dr. Mourad Bouache, Isra, and Dr. Sawsan Shaddadi, many projects in the field of artificial intelligence through the Algeria AI startup. I got many certificates from Coursera, for example, in this amazing field.
Thank you very much, Iyad. Shukran jazilan, Iyad. You can. So the director of the artificial intelligence school, do you want to invite him for a speech or something or talk? Good. Thank you very much. So this is why I love Algeria. People like Iyad and like Isra. So Iyad, I'm permanently with him. معاه طول كما يقولوا. Isra, the same thing. Isra, so I taught her programming. She's better than me. And I have a PhD. أعطيت لها إكزام انترفيو تاع جوجل. محمد تاع جوجل هنا. هذا ناس صديقنا من جوجل والآن راح دار ستارت اب في قطر. She passed the exam. So the idea is to build artificial intelligence through these people. عندي فقط زوج لأنه cannot do more commitment. You need to stay with them all the time. You need to direct them, tell them what to do, what to not do. So all these things, they are taking time. That's fine. I do it for fi sabilillah, and hopefully one day my daughter and my son will be like them, inshallah. So artificial intelligence is going to be the new electricity. You remember يعني الأولياء تاعنا كيقولوا لنا قرينا بالشمعة, and then we convert it to electricity. Do you feel like it's going to be like this? Artificial intelligence is going to be the same feeling as a new electricity, or the feeling of electricity. And the data, the future of the data is going to be exactly like the new oil, ولا كما كنا نتكلموا مع العلماء الجزائريين البارح, like the new water, because we have water problem in the US, and water is going to be the new war. So data is going to be exactly the same. Why? Because this wave of data, every one of you is generating 1.5 gigabyte of data just through surfing through internet, Facebook. If you go through YouTube, it's going to be 750 petabyte of data that you are generating. This amount of data that we need to take advantage of them to build a business, to build the operational things and security. Two things, artificial intelligence and security. So artificial intelligence is going to be the big land. We have machine learning. So the difference between artificial intelligence, that to give you an idea, I know that you are a mix of people that are in the field and other people that are not, is like you have a data, you need to find a pattern on the data to solve a problem. Artificial intelligence is a new way of programming. So when you are a software engineer, you care a lot about your algorithm to solve a specific problem. And you don't know the result. You need to use the computer brain to give you the result. In artificial intelligence, you have a data, which is the centric thing, the most important thing, that you want to take the pattern or find the pattern through your data to predict a result that you know. I'll give you an example. A face of Hamid. When you see it, you know Hamid as a human being. But when you do the programming in the machine to understand this is Hamid, so it's a prediction. It will tell you this is Hamid at 95%. So machine learning is kind of a complicated thing than artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence is kind of a 1950s science or technology. And the machine learning is a little bit more when we have more compute, more complicated algorithms, and using neural networks. When we have more computing to solve the problem, then it's going to be a new field, which is deep learning, which is more complicated with a deep neural network. So this is artificial intelligence. And then whatever the question you have about artificial intelligence, just ask a question. Do you have a data? Then I can apply artificial intelligence. If you have a data, you can apply the artificial intelligence. Through IoTs, through whatever you have. كي تروح الحالة المدنية في البلدية, it's data, you can use artificial intelligence. Okay. So in artificial intelligence, especially in deep learning, when you have this deep neural network, exactly كما الشبكات العصبية تاع الhuman being تاع brain, all the connection that you have between dots, data that you have, and through this connection you understand what's happening. You have, which we call the patterns, to find the solution in a specific way. You have two very important operations: التدريب, training, inference, الاستدلال. So what's the تدريب? The best example is for students. When you go to the university, institution, higher school, وتقرأوا. You study for 6 months. You are doing a training. And then when you have an exam, it's going to be the inference. I am going to test you through the 6 months of your semester, through an exam, and understand if you got enough data through your training, and then you could answer to the exam. Le sujet اللي عندكم, if you answer, then it's going to be evaluation, and which we call the accuracy. If you do well, you pass the exam to the next year, then you are good. Means that your model that you created through artificial intelligence, doing your training, it's a good model and with a high accuracy. Good. Example, you have a human being, a bicycle, and then you train درب الآلة تاعك and stand in this picture. If it's a bike, if it's a human or a strawberry. And then you do your training through the neural network that we have, the connection that we have, and then we ask the machine, is this a bike? If the machine answers yes to accurate solution, then the training is good and your model is accurate. If it's not, then you train again. Just going back again and train the model again. صافا فهمتوها؟ Great. أستاذة الوزيرة. Very good. Très bien. So the history of artificial intelligence كما قلت لكم 90s 50s. بدأت artificial intelligence through a conference, Turing conference, ومن بعد موراها عندنا سوبات. So السوبات هذا لماذا؟ لأنه ما كانتش الحوسبة enough until that Intel came with a processor ليساعد a training نقولوا ولا نقولوا helping artificial intelligence to solve problem faster with the CPU. ومن بعد سوبات آخر لأنه even the CPUs that Intel ما كانوش enough, then NVIDIA came with their GPUs to make it even faster, and then we call it deep learning. So كنا في artificial intelligence ومن بعد no computer قاعد ومن بعد compute machine learning ومن بعد رقاد ومن بعد training جا with a deep neural network to create a deep learning. الآن أنا نتكلموا على quantum computing and people they are talking even about a new field اللي هو artificial intelligence with a quantum computing. Maybe one Algerian is going to create the name and then do this first algorithm with the quantum computing using artificial intelligence ويسميها deep learning with quantum computing. إن شاء الله. Good. فهمتوا ببري وين رايحة؟ Good. Perfect. So هدرنا على training, هدرنا على artificial intelligence. Now we have a good overview about artificial intelligence. Now how we create artificial intelligence startup. When you have idea, what should you do? لأنه الكثير من الجزائريين they think باللي okay I am the owner of the idea, I am the CEO, and then I'm going to hire وليد عمي because I want just this company will be only around ونتقاسموا الدراهم غير بيناتنا دقيقنا في سميدنا ولا في زيتنا and that's it. No, it's not going to work like this. If you want to be successful in your idea and create your startup, you need to go through the life cycle. You need to have the approach, spécification des besoins. You need to understand the needs of people. If you solve a problem, you will be successful with your idea. But don't look for problems. So see a problem that we repeat all the time. And then you solve it exactly كما دار ياسير في الجزائر. When you go out from the airport, okay, يجيوك بزاف لي تاكسي واحد غالي وساعات ما تلقاش etc. When you solve a problem like at this level, then you will be successful. ونحييه في الحقيقة الدكتور نور الدين طيبي على اليونيكورن تاعنا وهي ياسير. So the approach, when you have the approach, you have the expertise. What does it mean expertise? That when we started working on the Glittnor classification, because we did something in agri-tech, so we went to الفلاح. How you solve the problem in a traditional way. This is the expertise. And believe me, he will give you very good ideas. Just talk to them. In any field. حبيت حاجة تديرها في الفلاحة روح عند الفلاح. حبيت تدير حاجة في الثقافة روح عند الأستاذ محمد شريف حمزة. He will tell you about les termes de l'Ouest وكيفاش يديروا la mosaïque, la restauration des mosaïques. So this is how it works. Okay? Then you have a philosophy. Everyone has a philosophy how to create and build things, applications. And then the data is the most important in any artificial intelligence startup. When you have a data, you have a 90%. When you have a clean data, you are done. That's it. And then you have an infrastructure. Don't go with the infrastructure. Don't think that you are going to do something similar to Google. All what Google is doing for infrastructure for data science and artificial intelligence through the cloud, it's going to be difficult for you as an Algerian to do similar things as Google is doing. Just make it as a user. انت روح استعمل what Google is doing. And then just build your company after this. If you want to do it, it's going to take a lot of time. Okay? And then organization. كما قلت لكم, if you are not good as a CTO, if you are not good as a CEO, just hire someone who's going to be good in this field. If you are good in programming, stay in programming. أنا عندما كنت في ياهو, الكو-founder تاع ياهو, David Filo, he was engineer. C'est un billionnaire. He stayed as engineer. وتروح عنده للبيرو وعادي. وتدير معاه ميتينغ وعادي وتحكي على a very very deep technical issue and he's going to solve it to you. ولا he's going to solve it and talk to you in normal way. He didn't like to be a CTO, he didn't like to be a CEO. He was just engineer all his life. 22 years. And he was the co-founder. So to create a team, and this is the most important thing for the startup. If you want to do a team or create a team or build a team in artificial intelligence, this is what you need. You need someone who is good in communication, a domain expertise, a modeling, statistics, a data mining, and also software engineering. And then all these are the skills that you are looking for to build any artificial intelligence startup. وماذا بيا بما أنه الوزير تاع المؤسسات الناشئة هنا ماذا بيا you think about artificial intelligence startup now. Because كنا نحكيو على traditional companies, مؤسسات صغيرة ومتوسطة, الآن الحمد لله رانا نتكلموا ونشوف بزاف ناس اللي راهم يخدموا في المؤسسات الناشئة تاعهم, startups. The word startups ولا everywhere. It's good. Now we need to talk about AI startups. startups يولوا traditional. I'm sorry بس المنستر. startup يولوا حاجة عادية الآن ونتكلموا على AI startups. Okay? So وشنو هم AI pain points. So حوسوا you focus on a pain point. مثلا إذا تكلمنا على دقلة نور مثلا the pain points إنه الفلاح لازم يشوف الجريد باش يعرف هذه دقلة نور ولا لا. ومنها يعرف اسكو مريضة ولا لا. So what we created something to do the classification about all the النخيل اللي موجودة في الصحراء خاصة في طولقة. So كاين دقلة كاين مش دقلة كاين قرباع كاين a lot of I think it's more than 200 variety of النخيل في الجزائر ولا التمر في الجزائر. And then when you understand the دقلة نور ولا أي صنف آخر you understand الأمراض. So the idea is to understand other than البيوض. البيوض is very clear. بس كاين امراض اللي ينقصوا من الانتاجيه تاع التمور في الجزائر. And it's the identity of Algeria. When you go اذا عرفوا الجزائر يعني اذا عرفوا Algeria not Nigeria they will tell you about dates. So it's our identity. We need to protect this. Okay. AI infrastructure. كما قلت لكم قبل don't focus more in infrastructure. It's good that you have the idea to build the cloud وفي الكلاود تقدر دير training and inference for example. بصح there are a lot of big players في اللعب. كاين Google AI, كاين Google Cloud, كاين Amazon. They are doing a lot of work. They spend a lot of money, especially in artificial intelligence. Okay? And then you think about AI scalability. في أمريكا نقولوا land and expand. And when we think about دقلة نور, we create AI to classify all the dates اللي موجودين في الجزائر and work on understanding the health of our palms. The idea is not only this. The idea is improve the production that dates, and then after this we create our database of all the dates. كما قلت لكم كاين 200 plus. Every time there is a new variety. الناس تاع الصحراء يقولوا لي انه الحبه تاع التمره اللي تاكلها وتنحي السيد وتحطه في الارض maybe وشكلي تزدقلة نور and then what you have on the seed اذا كانت في environment مليح وطلعت شجره نخل maybe is not going to be a دقلة نور. This is the power. Okay? كما درنا خطره مع لاجونيس جاندايس. لاجونيس عندنا مشكل كبير في الجزائر انه الاولاد كي ينزادوا عندهم بزاف الاصفرار ولا البوسفاير ولا ما عرفتش في ال 48 باللي الولد عنده بوسفاير he's going to have a brain damage. So احنا we created the application انه تصور الولد والapplication is going to give you a different color of sphoria les gens اللي موجودين. And the amazing thing is one of them is the specific one is going to tell you that this kid or this baby is sick. So very quickly you understand and then directement تروح تدلو الوقايه تاعو ولا العلاج تاعو باش الولد يخرج في صحه جيده. If not we are at like almost 10% of our kids يعني البيبيز. Okay. After scalability we think about data. If you have data كما قلت لكم clean data 90% of your startup. Think about a project, an application, an idea وين عندك data. If you don't have data create your data. أنا كي درنا دقلة نور ما كاش تصاور تاع النخل إسراء راح تصور وحدة بوحدة. Then we built like around 100,000 pictures تاع لي بالمي. I know it's like this. Every time people يجوا عندي يقولوا عندي سؤال أستاذ وشنو هو؟ ما عنديش data. Build your database. Build your data set. AI product. Do make a product of your work and sell it time and again time. Of course, Uber نجح لأنه time was working very good on his behalf. علاه؟ لأنه Uber كانت existing من قبل with another name. It was not working because it was not time for it. من بعد, when time is good, then you're going to be successful. Same thing. Time is very important in any startup and especially artificial intelligence. So a lot of countries in the world عندهم AI strategy. مالوريزمون الجزائر ما عندهاش. درنا محاضرة كان محاضرتين داروا فيما يخص استراتيجيه الذكاء الاصطناعي، ولازم لنا استراتيجيه للذكاء الاصطناعي. وكامل هذه الدول عندهم استراتيجيات، دول عربيه، دول شقيقه عندهم استراتيجيه للذكاء الاصطناعي. China is the leader in artificial intelligence. US is trying to keep the leading as a leader of the artificial intelligence. Tunisia has a strategy of artificial intelligence. So نستناو كل واحد يمد لنا استراتيجيه تاعنا؟ No. I propose the artificial intelligence strategy. And we need to start from the starting, from scratch. We need to think about ethic of artificial intelligence. أخلاقيات الذكاء الاصطناعي. We know بلي عندنا very good programmers. صح, maybe they're good, maybe they're bad. Maybe they can use artificial intelligence for bad things. We need to teach them. We need to go to يعني الليسي باش نعلموا واش معناتها artificial intelligence. To create a mentality of artificial intelligence for good. Okay? مور الأخلاقيات نتكلموا على البنية التحتية. Good internet, now good. We have good internet, but we need a lot of data centers. Because data is important. We need to store our data in Algeria, in Algerian data centers. ومن بعد نتكلموا على منهجية التعليم. School of Artificial Intelligence. تطبيقات الذكاء الاصطناعي. We teach people application, not theory. And then workshop, artificial intelligence conferences, like TheConference. And then we talk about المؤسسات الناشئة في الذكاء الاصطناعي. مع الوزير تاع المؤسسات الناشئة. Think about artificial intelligence startups. And then the dream is to create a network between universities when عندهم data centers and connect people. When a student from Adrar can do a training in University of Mourad. This is going to be the dream. And we are going to do it. So this is the proposal, my proposition for artificial intelligence strategy. الذكاء الاصطناعي في الجزائر. So the priorities of Algeria عندنا 5. الصحة، الأمن الغذائي، التعليم، الطاقة والتنمية المستدامة. It's good that you think about artificial intelligence solution startup in this. And الدولة تعاونكم for sure, because this is what we need. These are the problems of Algeria. And any artificial intelligence solution is going to be very successful for these fields. AI ideas. We have a lot of ideas. You don't need to create things. شوفوا برك واش كاين ideas في everywhere in the world and شوفوا if it's important in Algeria and then do it. Medical diagnosis. We need to digitalize the healthcare in Algeria. We cannot talk about artificial intelligence without digitalization. And this is why the conference of this edition, we are talking about digitalization. And جبنا لكم the best of the best for digitalization for the conference. لازم منا الرقمنة ثم الرقمنة. ومن بعد نتكلم عن الذكاء الاصطناعي. We need data. Okay? And then just to see the pathology اللي هو علم الأمراض, how the artificial intelligence in the US was helpful for pathologists. ما حبيناش نليمينيو doctors, especially pathologists. The idea is to find the assistant اللي هو artificial intelligence كما شفتوا في الفيديو في الديبي. And then for surgery, عندنا a lot of surgeons everywhere in the world. If we can do a telemedicine using the artificial intelligence, we can solve a lot of lives in Algeria. Using also the artificial intelligence. الخطرة اللي فاتت استقبلت عبر مباشر سيليكون فالي expert in NLP, natural language processing. You know what he did? NLP تزيري. Ça veut dire a machine that can understand الدارجة الجزائرية. Can you believe this? Can you believe how powerful it is? Imagine انت عندك ميدسان يهضر جيب لي هذا جيب لي هذا والماشينه تكتب له بالعربيه translate very well to Arabic ولا any language ولا French, because we know that l'école de médecine c'est en français. So and then using درجة in every field instead of that you're right, you understand. الدارجة هي لغة ماشي dialect. It's deep with our culture. علاش دائما we exclude؟ هاني نهضر معكم بالدارجة باش تفهموني. يعني ندير لكم artificial intelligence بالدارجة. If we have a Dziri, NLP Dziri, the machine is going to understand everything that I'm talking about. And then just think about all the fields that you use Darija with NLP Dziri. Agri-tech or AgTech. In 2050 نكونوا 9 ملاير. شكون يكفينا في التعامل؟ We will have a lot of, as a world, we are going to face a lot of food. This is why الأمن الغذائي is one of the priorities في الجزائر. Artificial intelligence is going to help a lot. And then we could see it in the Giltnor. If we find a way, if we can detect disease of the palms ولا dates تاعنا, we can increase the production. And of course, we are going to use it for الحليب, for anything. They are problems, today's problems. So we can use artificial intelligence for harvest, for anything, to automate the process. Instead of the human being is going to do it, it's going to be assisted by the artificial intelligence. Education. شكون منكم هنا خاصة الناس المزوجين وعندهم ذراري اللي ما يحبش يديتكتي التالنت تاع الكيت تاعو at the age of 4 years ولا 5 years ولا even قبل ما يجيب الباك. Understanding the grading, finding the pattern that وليدي ماشي لازم يكون طبيب. He's good in art. And then you put your kid in art and he's going to be very good in art. A reference for art. It's very difficult to understand the talent ولا things that مثلا إياد يحب artificial intelligence. It's clear. He's doing everything about artificial intelligence. Some people, you know, maybe the parents تاعهم they think they are not good in mathematics and science. He or she is good in something else. And with the data that we have, we can understand early. It's exactly the diagnosis تاع الكونسير بعد شرح عليكم and anything else using artificial intelligence and data. Oil and gas. الجزائر هي دولة قوية بامتياز. Using artificial intelligence. The problem إنه إحنا we produce a lot of energy, but we consume a lot of energy too. This is what people they didn't understand. So how we can optimize the production and optimize as well the consumption. Good. Ça va? Perfect. Okay. Manufacturing, energy, renewable energy. وعندنا الأستاذ نوار ثابت اللي حيتكلم شوية اللي هو he's expert, and we were thinking about it last time we had a discussion how we can use the artificial intelligence to detect الغبار اللي يجي فوق لي بانو اللي après يعني to save the energy is going to affect it instead of saving maybe 90%. So you have a lot of things that are going to be like a lot of challenges to save to store the energy through renewable energy panels. هذه artificial intelligence في Intel عندنا a big site when they encourage people to create their artificial intelligence applications, of course using the Intel products, hardware and software. But when you are well ranked, they give you money to create your startup. Monsieur le ministre تاع التليكوم على باله بهذا الموقع وهذا البرودكت واسمه Intel Dev. راكم تشوفوا الجزائر is everywhere. I work at Intel and encourage students باش يديروا applications. والله يبارك they are very well ranked. شكرا.